What is going on, y'all? This is your boy, Saint Irving. There's a few things I wanted to address that I've been noticing in the communities, especially the anime gaming communities, and I wanted to kind of just broach this before Bleach Rebirth of Souls came out because I feel it may have an impact on its success. There are 3 games I wanted to talk about aside from Rebirth of Souls, and that would be Naruto Storm Connections, JJK Curse Clash, and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. And this is what I like to call the Sparking Zero effect, because I've been noticing it, it's become a trend, and I think we gotta put a stop to it now before the next game is impacted. So, follow me. When we see what happened with Naruto Storm Connections, it came out, looked good, but you couldn't connect to any of your friends. A mistake on their part, it left a bad rep, it left a bad taste in my mouth. I am a Naruto fan. I've been a Naruto fan for over 2 decades. I even have Naruto and Jiraiya up on my board. I can't even watch Jiraiya without fucking crying when he dies. And yet still, I have maybe put about 10 hours into that game. And mind you, some of it was me falling asleep on the couch and the game playing. I don't even care for that game. Why? Because for me, it was a carbon copy of the game. Storm 3 and Storm 4 were a lot better. And I really did not like the fact that they did the whole online thing at the very beginning. I really just felt like overall, it gave me a very bad experience. And I didn't feel like coming back. And I still feel like that. I feel like the gameplay is repetitive, etc. I could go on, but I shouldn't need to. At the end of the day, it left a bad taste in my mouth, and that was enough. I even got a refund. Still didn't play it. That's how I feel. But let's go on to Sparking Zero. Came out, looked amazing. It was super fun. And really, the bad problem was it was ranked. It was online. If you went on story, it was fine. It was good. You know, some missed opportunities, but what story mode is actually good in an anime game? Let's be real, there's not many. But neither here nor there. It just crashed fast. Like, the hype that we had for that game went straight plummeting down. And I don't think people realize what exactly happened. Yes, was rank kind of toxic? Yeah, sure. But what perpetuated that was everybody saying that not Sparking Zero was bad. You could say that rank was toxic, but people were just generally making blanket statements saying the game sucks, the game's bad, and the game was not well made. No. Something that one of the creators said, I think it was Avatar Yaya, I think was really well said, is that it's never been the games, it's always been the players. The players will make the game bad. A game can be bad and you can still have fun, but sometimes the community itself will drown something, will fucking kill something just because they don't like one aspect of something. And that's exactly what we saw with Sparking Zero, which is why I call it the Sparking Zero effect. The game was well made, it was good, it looks good, it's fun to play. Sure, is it maybe not a game you're gonna play hours on because it can get kind of repetitive? Yeah, absolutely. There's a few things that I could critique it and be like, missed opportunities, sure. But I think that's with really any game. And just before we get on to this point, let me talk about JJK. JJK, I understand, was a big disappointment for a lot of fans, myself included. I enjoyed the fuck out of this game. So much so that I grinded for nearly 6 months on this game. I enjoyed the hell out of it, but it's not for everyone, and that's okay. That's the exact point I'm actually making, is that not every game, not every anime game, even if it's an anime you like, is gonna be a game for you. And at the same time, yes, the developers need to be listening to their audience, understanding what kind of game they're putting out, etc. But I say this because it's a 2v2 game. If you don't got friends, if you don't have people you can play with, if the online community is not doing that great, this game's not going to be that good. But here's what I noticed in the very first week. The game was trashed to hell, and there was a huge rumor that came out saying that there was the most refunds it's ever had, which was a lie. And I thank Trader PC for actually pointing that out. He made a video about it and actually called it out, because not a lot of people did. Not a lot of people did. And I mean that because out of the content creators that were streaming, talking about this damn game, no one really addressed the fact that there was a gossip rumor coming out talking about the most refunds, when in reality, it didn't happen. There may have been a few content creators. I don't watch everybody's videos, but at the same time, there was not a lot of talk about the fact that that was happening. There was, however, on every single JJK video that I made, people talking about how bad this game is. What I don't understand is why so many people that hated the game were coming on videos they didn't care to watch just to hate on the game. And what I noticed was that people eat up negativity. They love that shit. And one thing that highlights it is that a lot of these algorithms make it so that negativity is more watched. Psychologically, negativity is something that you will watch longer than something positive. You'll watch a negative video longer than you'll watch a positive video. Don't ask me why, but that's on psychology. So when we take all of that into consideration, we end up having a compounding effect. When we don't like something, everybody turns up the volume and says, yo, you know what? This. Oh, you know what? This. And I'm not sitting here saying that we can't critique something. But what I do want to say is that we need to really be a little bit more objective on what we're saying and what exactly we're expressing and how we're expressing it. Because we end up turning a 2 into a 10 and then suddenly the game is not good. I don't think we need to be doing shit like that. I think as a community, we need to be a little bit more conscientious, especially content creators, about what you're saying and how you're delivering it. Because sometimes your fan base can take that shit and drive it the fuck home, when really it could have just gone to first base. I'm just saying. But that's just my take. That's my thoughts. I really think that as a community, we should absolutely, when it comes to Bleach, have criticism. I think we should really take the Sparking Zero approach to this. If we look at the past 3 games, JJK, it did get a little bit better, but overall, it's now dead. Storm, they did fix their connections, but at the end of the day, you know, it left a bad taste in my mouth, so I'm not coming back to it. So, and honestly, I mean, I even played it when Kurenai came out for a hot second just to say, I'm like, oh, finally Kurenai came out after decades. So I was like, bet, let me play her real quick. I played a match with her and I was like, okay, it's cool, and left the game again. So sometimes, you know, when people make a decision, they may not change their mind. They might, it's possible, but more than likely they're not going to. So we do have to be a little bit conscientious of just the messaging we're putting out and just, you know, giving games a chance. At the end of the day, I gave Naruto a chance. It wasn't for me. JJK, I actually loved, despite the hate that it got. And Sparking Zero, despite the hate that it's getting, it's actually an amazing game. So we have to kind of just, for one, play the game yourself. No matter what anybody's saying, if you're interested in the game, play the game. You know, see if you like it, even if everybody else hates it. Because at the end of the game, aren't these games here for fun? Or are we here just going to talk about the metrics and say, it doesn't have enough graphics for me, bro. I don't know. Yeah, it's not complicated enough for me, bro. I got to be sweating. Like, y'all really got to figure out, what is it that you're looking for? Is it just to talk shit with your friends and be like, hey, yo, yeah, this game's really hard, man. I'm having fun. Or is it just a game to have fun because you're doing whatever the XYZ you're wanting to do? You know, so ask yourself that. Let me know down in the comments, what is it that you're thinking about in terms of this Sparking Zero effect. I would really like to know what you guys think. And I'd really like to know, is this an objective take? Is this maybe a little bit too far? You let me know. At the end of the day, criticism is fair as long as it's not going too far, in my opinion. This has been your boy, saintirvingg. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you guys think down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.